The Baylor football team continues their injury-riddled season as they enter the home stretch. In Saturday's win over Oklahoma State, their starter, Jarrett Stidham, had to sit out the second half with an ankle injury. The extent was unknown until this afternoon when Baylor made their announcement that he will miss the remainder of the regular season. Stidham has a broken bone on the back of his ankle. After this play you see right here where he scrambled, got his feet caught under him by some Oklahoma State defenders. He hobbled off the field and actually played in the next series, but when he was hit, he fumbled the ball and he ended up not returning. You see it getting caught right there. Stidham, of course, came in to replace the season starter, Seth Russell, who broke a bone in his neck in a win over Iowa State, leading to Stidham, which now leads to their third string, Chris Johnson. Johnson, of course, came in and did a phenomenal job in his limited minutes against the Cowboys. He completed 5 of 10 passes for 138 yards and 2 touchdowns, ran for 42 yards and another touchdown, leading the Bears to their 45-35 win. Johnson now must prepare as the starter, though, a different role than what he's used to do, especially after being moved to receiver earlier in the season, and he'll get his first career start on Friday against TCU in what is a big game for Big 12 implications. And that is where we go now. Let's run through the scenarios for the three teams, Baylor, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma State, all competing for the Big 12 title. And we start with Baylor, of course. They need to beat TCU on Friday. They do that. It comes down to Bedlam, where they would need Oklahoma State. Now, because of their loss to OU, Oklahoma State, of course, must come away with that win to give Baylor the opportunity to win it on December 5th with a win over Texas. Oklahoma, they have the best shot. A win over Oklahoma State would do it, and a Baylor loss on Friday as well to TCU would also ensure that the winner of Bedlam is your Big 12 champ. And the Baylor-Texas game, well, a Texas win would really just boost the Sooners' resume at that point. And then there's Oklahoma State. They, too, would need a Baylor loss to TCU on Friday and then a win in Bedlam over the Sooners to give them their first Big 12 title since 2011. Here are all the options on the table in case you missed it. Press pause on your TV. Take a picture. You're going to need that, especially when it starts coming down to the very end here this weekend. It all starts Friday, 6:30 p.m. when the Baylor Bears meet the TCU Horned Frogs. Well, staying in the Big 12, tomorrow down in Austin, we have a great Turkey Day game between the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For Texas, normally a losing record would keep you out of a bowl game, but there aren't enough teams with winning records this year, so a 5-7 record might get you in this year. With Baylor coming up for Texas, they really need a win in this game. Kickoff set for 6:30 p.m. tomorrow night at Darrell K. Royal Memorial Stadium. And I'll get you set for that game here tomorrow. And in the NFL, it's one of the most storied traditions. The Dallas Cowboys playing on Thanksgiving Day. Dallas has Tony Romo back, and they're actually favorites against the undefeated Carolina Panthers. In fact, it's the first time in 30 years a team has been favored over a team with a 10-0 record. Dallas has won 29 of their 48 Turkey Day games. They are 5-3 with Tony Romo. Kickoff at 3:30 at Jerry World. Now the latest for you here tomorrow. And in college hoops, the Texas A&M Aggies beat the Texas Longhorns 84-73 in the Battle for Atlantis tournament in the Bahamas. And speaking of the Bahamas, the Baylor Lady Bears start their Junkanoo Jam tournament tomorrow against Cincinnati. Tip-offs at 1 p.m. All that for you here as well tomorrow. And that's Lucas Sports. We'll be right back.